Hello and welcome to episode number 7 of the brand new video series 5 Lessons Learned, brought to you by BookThinkers, where each and every week the team and I will explore the top 5 lessons learned from a book that we've read and loved. This week we've chosen the biography of Elon Musk by Ashlee Vance. Elon Musk is brilliant. We all know that. He's a great thinker and creator and pretty much changer of industries. And this book will help us to explore his mind and learn a little bit more about why he's so successful. So without further ado, let's jump into lesson number 1. Lesson number 1 is the importance of reading. And for anybody that knows me personally, they know that this is going to be a great lesson for me to talk about. When Elon was younger, he would actually read for up to 10 hours a day, and he would enter into a trance-like state where nobody could bother him. He could only focus on what was in front of him, and that'd be the book. So Elon actually read every single book in his school and local library and ended up even reading the Encyclopedia Britannica. That's how much he loved reading. And all of this built the foundation of who he became. The ability to read different thought processes and philosophies, reading about psychology, reading about anything under the sun gives somebody the ability to expand their horizons. Right? You can build on the truths of the people that came before you and expand on those. And it's such a cool concept. But the importance of reading is lesson number 1. And some of these brilliant thinkers out there, the great thinkers, they read, and that's how they became as great as they are today. So again, lesson number 1, the importance of reading. Lesson number 2 is never give up. Now, that's sort of a cliche lesson, and we understand that. But when you compare your failures to Elon Musk's failures and understand what he went through in order to be successful, hopefully it will give you a different perspective of the term never give up, right? Elon Musk is the founder and CEO of SpaceX. SpaceX is an aerospace superpower, but it wasn't always like that. It took over 6 years, 500 employees, and 3 failed rocket launches in order for him to successfully launch a rocket that made it to space. 6 years, 500 employees, and 3 failed launches. They said that if Elon's 4th rocket didn't make it into space, SpaceX would cease to exist. And now, as mentioned before, it's an aerospace superpower. Imagine the magnitude of failure that he must have gone through. Newspapers, social media, articles, his own employees, everybody in the world looking down on him for spending so many resources in order to make his dreams happen. But then they happened. So when you think about your failures, just understand what some other people go through and persevere through, the actual grit that it takes. They don't give up, and they amass successful lives. So anyway, that's lesson number 2, never give up. Lesson number 3 is to dream big, bigger than anybody else. And Elon Musk is a perfect example of somebody that does that. Elon's sole purpose in life is to colonize Mars, to send large groups of people to Mars by 2025 and make it a habitable place. That's a different planet. That's taking people from Earth and transplanting them to a different planet. That's crazy. But he firmly believes that's going to happen. It's his sole purpose. And everything else that's happening is a byproduct of that. So dream big. You can do amazing things. And even if you fail above everybody else's successes. So that's lesson number 3. Dream big, bigger than anybody else. Lesson number 4 is the importance of execution. Elon Musk dreams big, bigger than anybody else, and we talked about that, but he also hustles harder, works harder, and executes harder than anybody else out there. It seems that any company that Elon gets involved with has massive success. We're talking about at the beginning with Zip2, X.com, PayPal, and all the way up to SpaceX, Tesla, Solar City, The Boring Company, Hyperloop. Anything Elon gets involved with redefines and changes industries. That's amazing. But it's because he works so hard day in and day out, year after year, after he built the foundation as a child and continued working hard throughout his entire life. He's seriously redefined the word execution. I mean, this guy's brilliant. So that's lesson number 4. Execute, 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 and never stop executing, because consistency will always win. Lesson number 5 is to think way outside of the box and always be open to new perspective. Elon was once asked in an interview, "Do you think we're living in a base reality?" And he answered that question by saying, "No, I really don't. I don't think we're living in a base reality because when we consider the trajectory of where technology came from and where it's heading, only 40 years ago a video game was considered something with a single joystick and 1 or 2 buttons and a pixelated screen. But now we're looking at virtual reality headsets that are indistinguishable from reality. And augmented reality it's on the rise as well. So another 40 years from now, a human being will not be able to determine whether or not they are in a video game." I mean, that whole thought is just crazy to me. But for Elon, it's something that he talks about, and he's very calm, and he understands the science behind it. He understands the philosophies and psychology that went into what he's talking about. And he's so open to considering ideas like that when most of us will just shut that out. Our perspectives are so closed. So lesson number 5, think way outside of the box and be open to new perspectives, because the impossible can become possible in somebody's head. And Elon takes the impossible and always turns it into something that's possible with every company that he gets involved with. And that comes from having an open mind. So that's lesson number 5. If you've made it this far, thank you so much, and we hope you've enjoyed the top 5 lessons from Elon Musk by Ashlee Vance. Elon is a brilliant human being, we all know that, and this book does a phenomenal job at allowing us to understand a little bit more about who he is, where he comes from, and where he's going, and why he's going there. If you'd like to pick up a copy of the book for yourself, we have dropped a link in the comment section below. If there's a book that you'd like us to check out, please private message us or just comment in the comment section below and let us know why you'd like to have us check it out. And then last but not least, if you'd like to connect with us more, you can sign up for BookThinkers.com. BookThinkers is currently a web-based application with a mobile app coming soon, both Android and iOS, that allows users to sign up, create a virtual profile that tells us all about what books they love to read. They can create an online bookshelf and separate books they've finished reading, currently reading, want to be reading in the future. You can set a wish list. You can log your book notes. That allows you to set systematic reminders in order to retain more information from the books you love. You can earn badges, set challenges, compete in group challenges, much, much more. So with that, go out there, read, retain, share, and grow, and we hope to see you soon.